It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Niners and the Ravens. All that and more coming up next.
With Chesapeake Bay gleaming in the distance, we are inside M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore, Maryland. Straight ahead, we've got a pretty good one on tap here, as it'll be the San Francisco 49ers taking on the Baltimore Ravens. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis, thrilled to be with you from the broadcast booth. And partner, before we get this thing started, what are you going to be watching?
Who gets off to a fast start? In horse racing terms, they talk about catching a flyer out of the gate. Who sets the pace and makes the other team chase?
It's a rematch of Super Bowl 47 -1 Harbaugh. The Ravens and 49ers are underway. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. And they will be led out by their signal caller in his second year of the NFL now.
And you'd think as a young QB there'd be some nerves leading an offense out to start a game, but haven't seen any sign of them right now. And speaking with him earlier this week, sensed that the pressure wouldn't get to him. He feels comfortable being the face of this offense and shouldering the expectations on game day, even if he doesn't quite have the years of experience other quarterbacks do.
Play action, now Purdy. That's complete, it's Brandon Ayuk. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 19 yards right off the bat, and a quick first down. And we see the emphasis early here. Get your star receiver involved, able to do it successfully.
Not a bad start to begin with, that's for sure. And to me, this play says, our guy is better than your guy's. Because, you know, a player of his stature, he won't just be single covered all game long. He's going to involve multiple people, and right away, they told the other team, guess what? He's just better. My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Purdy looking to throw. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 35. A gain there of 21 yards. Well, the first drive here and the first time that we've called the big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter, because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers will get involved as this game goes on.
Again, it's Purdy to throw it. Open man is Samuel, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. 4 consecutive passes to begin this opening drive, and you can't argue with the results. They've already driven it into the red zone and a fresh set of downs here to play with.
Which means there's a lot of trust by the play caller, by the quarterback, the receivers, you name it. Everyone locked in, everyone doing their job. I continue to go in that direction because right now they got the defense back on their heels.
Short completion, just 4 yards, and that will bring up second down. Purdy bootlegging it. That's complete to the tight end, Sauber. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. And a good sign for them right now to have their young quarterback looking confident on the opening drive.
Now, we haven't met a young quarterback, a veteran quarterback. It doesn't matter. We haven't met a quarterback yet that doesn't tell us he's confident about his abilities, right?
That's true.
But when you're young, it's really important to get off to a good start because it does build up that confidence and allows him to play better as the game goes on.
Especially crucial here on the road. They only needed 1 yard on 3rd down. They get 10 instead by going to the air.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down, and this has been a great opening drive. You know, at this point, they'd hate to settle for 3, but they've created a fresh set of downs and a 1st and goal.
First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. McCaffrey looking for a signal, but none forthcoming. They stopped him shy of the goal line. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
They're right there at the 1. No gain, but don't let that stop you. Line back up and keep going at them. If I'm them, I'm thinking about going at it 4 straight times.
Again, McCaffrey. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Christian McCaffrey punching it in from a yard away. And the Niners are on the board first on the road here in Baltimore. Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play, and they actually saved it until the very end. Touchdown goes on his stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well, his teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
Moody good with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Number 8, Lamar Jackson, trotting onto the field at quarterback, ready to lead this Ravens offense.
Early part of his career, defenses really had to focus on his running ability, and they still do. But now, he's turned himself into a true dual-threat quarterback. When he plants his cleats in the ground and turns it loose, good things happen downfield.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at the 20. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, that's absolutely going to fire this defense up. They made it their mission to deny that completion, and they came through with a nice hit and knocked it incomplete.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Here's Jackson. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I love those corners who can not only cover, but don't mind getting a little physical as well. How about the coverage on that play, knocking that pass away?
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Jackson. He's going to look downfield for Henry. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
And on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their second drive. They have to be thrilled with that first drive that got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Back to throw, Purdy. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. A first carry for Elijah Mitchell. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. He stayed afloat for a second there after the first wave of contact, but that was going nowhere.
Yeah, what did he tell us in pregame? I just don't want to get my feet stopped initially when I'm trying to make a run. That's exactly what happened there. Unfortunately, as you noted, got away a little bit from the first one, but the wave swarmed him under.
Another run, this time McCaffrey. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Here now a 3rd down and 8. Purdy now to throw off the play action. And that will be incomplete.
How about the challenge we're seeing here in this game early? Man coverage against some fleet receivers. That time, the defense won.
So on 4th down, here's the Australian native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. Deontay Hardy back deep. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. Baltimore set to take over here for their second possession of the game. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Yeah, let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain. So you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
2nd down, they go again with Henry. He'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
3rd and 3. They'll try and pick it up by running the option to the right. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there and worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other. and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
On second down, here's the option. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. And crossover out of bounds right at the 25. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down. And this, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that, and here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game, and all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. A shotgun handoff to Mitchell. He'll get this down to the 21, just on the edge of the red zone.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
From the 21, here's 2nd and 6. And now Jackson will look to throw it. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
And he's missed now in his first 4 passing attempts. The rhythm is just not there to begin this ball game.
6 yards to go.
So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. To throw is Jackson. And that is incomplete.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
So Jackson will head to the Ravens sideline, and on comes Justin Tucker for the field goal try. Tucker's kick is good, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal, you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. From his end zone, here's Trent Taylor. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts. Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line. 1st and 10 at their own 22. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Trying for Ayuk, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Odafe Oweh. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. An excellent play there, CD, on the pick 6. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they went standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did, and came through with a big-time pick 6.
Justin Tucker for the extra point. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. On the return, it's Taylor from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. San Francisco set to go on offense once more. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
And now off to the races down the right side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And it nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. 43 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
Partner, there are strong running plays, and then there are plays where you simply outclass the defense, and we saw the latter there. They ran straight up the heart of that front for an excellent gain and first down. Simply put, you've got to put up more of a fight defending the middle. Otherwise, this is going to be a long game.
Purdy's throw complete here to Ayuk. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 10-7 our score after one right here on EA Sports. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Here's Purdy. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. So a decent gain there, but not their 4th consecutive first down like they had on the first 3 plays.
You sound almost disappointed there. You want to fire the offensive coordinator on that one or what?
They'd gotten into a rhythm. I thought they were just going to keep going.
Well, almost a win for the defense, but if that's your win, you're not doing very well right now.
Purdy will set up to throw it here. So we got a traffic there, and that's complete. And the Niners are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. This is McCaffrey. And he gets it a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. And throwing here, Purdy. That is caught by the tight end, Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the 49ers have retaken the lead.
Well, the lost sleep that the defensive coordinator had all week preparing for this game, a good portion of it was trying to prepare for him because he's absolutely a phenomenal player.
And a lot of times around the goal line, they know it's going to him. It's just so hard to stop.
And that's where it really becomes difficult because you're exactly right. They know it's going to him, yet they still can't stop it. That tells you when you're a dominant player.
Moody good with the extra point. And the lead is now 14-10. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Baltimore about ready to go on offense. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. And at least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick other than the extra point. That's it.
And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. Nick Bosa using that speed to get in there and break that play up.
But sometimes that option can get bogged down before the gears really even get into motion, and I think that's what we saw there.
And I think what he saw a defensive end right in his face because he looked up and he was right there. Didn't even have a chance to get going.
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And all of a sudden here, it's third down.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
On third down, Jackson. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on third down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They go play action with Jackson.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know, there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
Here's 2nd and 10.
A handoff, running left, Henry. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. Got to give a nod of appreciation to some of those guys up front over on that left side. Several key blocks sprung him.
No appreciation for the guys from the backside that didn't allow any leakage, and anybody could run him down from the backside.
They're at the kids' table.
Okay, so front side guys good, backside guys,
nah.
That's what you're supposed to do?
I've had better.
Okay, either way, worked out quite well, didn't it? A nice sizable gain.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
Well, we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4 down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, though, if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
My, if maybe that ball is 2 yards shorter, it's going to give them the lead because you had a receiver running free there. That's a tough one to miss on.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Jackson. That one into the hands of Flowers. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Throwing is Jackson. He's got his target. That's complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all lead to the 3. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
A field goal helps, but a touchdown gets you the lead. That had to be the message transmitted in the huddle. And they delivered there as that throw is going to keep the drive alive. And even better than that, set them up with a first and goal.
So another third down conversion, and now they've got a first and goal. Mitchell will take this into the end zone. It's a Ravens touchdown. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know that sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Now Tucker to add the PAT. It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Taylor now from the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Their quarterback leading this offense back out. He had the short touchdown pass on their previous drive, and they'll begin again here on 1st and 10. They'll start with a run by Mitchell.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And different running back, same result as they stop him behind the line. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12.
Well, they went back to him, but the results were similar, so I highly doubt that he'll get another opportunity here on 3rd and long.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Now Purdy.
And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him.
Adafe always showing off the pass rush skills.
Well, someone is certainly having a big game, and while that sack doesn't quite have the splash of his pick 6 from earlier, you know he's thrilled to be making big plays during a great individual effort today.
Here's Mitch Wishnowski now on to punt. Now fair catch is called for and taken at the, we'll call it the 37-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action, and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. They'll start by running the option to the right. Shedding through the defense. And he'll go out of bounds, it appears, right at the 45. He'll pick up 7 there on the 1st down keeper.
A little do-it-yourself run right there, and a nice gain.
And I like that he knew that that was about all he was going to get. So he did a nice job of protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave him. If they continue to allow him to do that, they'll find their way taking what they can all the way to the end zone.
They try to throw on 2nd down. one, but this one is incomplete.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
The offense on third down, they've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. Here it's 3rd and 3. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Well, I love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy can take it the distance. But in short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder coming up here at halftime. We'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first-half highlights and analysis from a back-and-forth first half that we've seen. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Jackson. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Flowers. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 39. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Back to the ground now. It's Henry. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
He may be a bit undersized compared to the modern-day NFL defensive tackle, but what he lacks in size, he definitely makes up for in his ability to make tackles in the run game as well.
38-yard line, 2nd and 9. Jackson now. Drops this underneath. It's Mitchell. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. This will be the 8th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and inches. Here's Jackson to throw. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th.
And this is a quarterback who's already had success on the ground in this first half, but this time they're able to hem him in.
And it's always different when you rush a mobile quarterback as opposed to a guy you know will be right back in the pocket. In this case, you got to make sure the inside pressure and the outside pressure match, and maybe even a second wave to make sure if he squirts free, you've got someone to tackle him.
A 57-yard attempt.
And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue because you know after the sack there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away.
So we're at halftime here in the Inner Harbor with the hometown Ravens on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcoming everyone to our downtown Orlando studios in this EA Sports Halftime Report. Both of these offenses had their share of high points in that first half. Each team had some big moments, and it would seem this could turn out to be a game where the last score wins.
Okay, Coach. Yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback. The Raven offense set to start this third quarter, and they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see one or two guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
Second half begins with a run by Henry. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
From the lineman to the guy running with it, that was a well-executed first down by the offense. With 2 shots left to get the first, you can get a little aggressive here on second down if you want and try for some bigger yardage.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Now it's Jackson. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That his first catch so far. They held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme.
Taking it right down Broadway. Still on his feet. And all the way in for the Ravens touchdown. It's a scintillating run by Lamar Jackson. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Well, we've certainly seen this before, CD. No one can quite electrify a crowd like Lamar Jackson. And really don't know what else to say other than that was special right there.
I think you pretty much said it all, but I go back to what you said about electrifying a crowd. He's also electrifying us, and we're calling the game. This guy is simply sensational.
Jackson and the Ravens still on the field. They'll go for 2.
They'll try and throw for it. And he's got it. So they try for 2, successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. And around the goal line, especially on 2-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And this will be brought out to the 25 as Taylor elects to not return it.
Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the second half.
They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a 3-possession game.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
And I think he was a little surprised to see the ball sitting out there like that. That's a ball he had a chance to come away with, but it winds up an incomplete pass.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Purdy.
This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
They really love to get him into one-on-one opportunities, and this is one way. Work him out of the slot and create a mismatch. Who's going to cover him? Corner, safety, linebacker? He's got a way to beat all of those positions.
Purdy looking to throw.
And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes.
Trenton Simpson, well, he just flew in there to drop him.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense. They kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. Here's Hardy set to return. 43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return, and the Ravens, they'll take over.
And Baltimore's offense set for this next possession.
And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Then confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Here's Jackson.
He finds Bateman over the middle.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a 1st down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
And they'll come up 2nd and 7. In motion left, Flowers. And he'll get an opportunity with it on the touch pass. And he's just going to run right into that big old defensive end. And that play going nowhere. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
Throw caught by Flowers.
And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 34-yard line.
You always worry about those smaller receivers running through that gnarly patch of land in the middle of the field. But he did a really nice job there holding on to the football and protected himself as best he could while completing the play.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. They'll wind up getting just a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Now 2nd and 9.
Jackson.
And he'll go right back to Andrews.
So the completion good for 6 yards. And it's 3rd and 4 now.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
That's a tough spot for a running back coming out of the backfield because you know he's got to look for the football, knowing full well he's got a man coming his way, full steam, and he broke that one up.
So Jackson will head to the Ravens sideline, and on comes Justin Tucker for the field goal try. From the right hash, this from 45 yards away. Tucker's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So that one is his 3rd of the game. Now, if you're wondering, that's only halfway to his career high, as he once had 6 field goals.
Brandon, 6? Let's hope we don't get that again, please. Okay, can we see a few touchdowns here and there?
That'd be nice. Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away.
On the return, it's Taylor from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The 49ers offense making its way back out there.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they lost.
Gets through, and now an opening. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 23 yards, the final tally.
Kind of a dangerous throw there. He's off balance when he gets rid of it. But this is all about a quarterback knowing what he can get away with. And that time, it turns into a completion and a healthy gain as well.
Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it. Again, he'll find Samuel for the completion.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Consecutive catches for him. That good for 11.
Well, if you like the matchup and that connection works to start the drive, no reason to go away from it. Let that defense prove that they can stop you. And here, it's 2 throws and 2 first downs.
Purdy to throw it on first down. That ball caught. Brandon Ayuk.
And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Well, so far, little to no resistance by the defense on this drive alone. 3 passes, 3 completions, 3 first downs. They're taking it to him, and it's paying off.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15.
51 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
Purdy now on second down.
Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
On third down, it's Purdy. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And the 49ers Niners are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
But with the score where it is, you're not thinking field goals right now. You need touchdowns. So that was a much-needed conversion there on 3rd down.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Here's Purdy.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. On the toss, they run wide side with McCaffrey. And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown.
Christian McCaffrey.
His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Niners are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. So a toss play there does the trick as he's into the end zone.
And you don't run this unless you're sure you've got a guy who has the speed who can get to the edge, because what you're hoping for him to win the race to the corner and turn it upfield to the end zone.
Moody good with the extra point.
And the lead is trimmed down to 10. So that drive goes 8 plays. And the last play on the drive, the touchdown run from Christian McCaffrey.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Baltimore about ready to go on offense. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 23.
He'll start with a give to Henry.
And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
From the gun, Jackson.
That one into the hands of Flowers.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
In motion left, Flowers.
Now Jackson taps this forward jet sweep. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line.
Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
10th carry now for Derrick Henry.
And he'll get about 2 there to the 36.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter with the score Ravens 31, 49ers.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Baltimore. The Ravens on 3rd down. They're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
Well, another fine run right there from Lamar Jackson and CD. That one puts him over 100 yards now for the ball game.
And remember when all we talked about
were 100-yard games from running backs. That when a quarterback did it was a surprise. With Lamar Jackson, that's part of the package as well. He'll have as many 100-yard games in a season as the top running backs in the league.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the keeper. That'll lead to a second down.
Well, pardon me, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it. But it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Nelson Aguilar, the intended receiver. And now it's 3rd down. Play action. It's Jackson. That is caught. And he will have a Ravens first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches.
Now that's a big pickup right there, and so often we focus on how the quarterback's faking on play action. How about everyone being in on the deal and picking it up?
Second, third levels, you could see them trying to recover. They bit. Worked out offensively. A first down carry for Henry. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
To throw is Jackson. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
So they need 6 yards here on 3rd down. They're 2 for 2 on 3rd down tries so far on this drive. Now Jackson. He's got his target. That's complete. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Nelson Aguilar. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Ravens are an extra point away from making this a 3-score game. An important score there, CD, and now an important extra point because it would make it a 3-score game.
Love the math there, and at this point in the 4th quarter, look, we all need next-gen stats, right? We all use them, but we don't need them here, do we? Because that means it's almost a certain victory.
Tucker now to add the point after. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. So that one a long 11-play drive.
And it was capped by the touchdown pass to Nelson Aguilar.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. On the return, it's Taylor.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Niners set to take over on offense. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnelled. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Purdy.
This will be caught at Samuel. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A good pickup there, a 22. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
The throw over the middle, taken in. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. It's another first down on what will be a gain of 21 yards.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Now the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 25-yard line. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the fourth. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution, even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
A gain of 8 there on the play, and they'll be left with second and a couple. McCaffrey running up the middle. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
So they'll get the yardage on the run and get 15 more for good measure.
Yeah, that wasn't too difficult to spot. You heard the sideline erupting, and the flags came out almost immediately.
So the face mask moves him closer, and now first and goal. Oh, how about this call down near the goal line? And across the goal line, into the end zone, touchdown 49ers.
Brandon Ayuk.
A 3-yard touchdown run.
And the Niners have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you'd kept him out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on him. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Moody good with the extra point.
And the lead is trimmed down to 10.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 18. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw.
That's into the hands of Flowers over the middle.
So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it's second down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 41-yard line.
That's what it is.
They go play action now. Jackson on the move to his left. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
And Brandon, this is the time of the game when Jackson could really take over. He's got the defense's legs a little bit tired. He's got them on the run.
Yeah, this defense looks gassed, and you're exactly right. Second half with the lead, this is when Lamar Jackson seems to thrive.
Henry out of the pistol.
And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. From the gun, it's Jackson. They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
To the right side, into the hands of Flowers.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 37-yard line.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Running from the gun with Henry. And he'll take this one down to the 36. It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with 3rd down looming. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the 1st down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
He's got his man. It's Andrews.
And he will have a Ravens 1st down, at least at first glance, as he'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Pretty solid run here on 1st down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short. An ideal down and distance to try to finish this thing off. 2nd and inches.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And he has the Ravens 1st down, and it would appear that that's going to be the one to do it.
Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Again, it's Henry. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Derrick Henry, a 16-yard touchdown run.
And the Ravens are able to stretch out their lead.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out of the balloon.
Yeah, they were fighting so hard to stay in there, and they knew they had to stop them on that drive. But when they were unable to, I think you're exactly right. You could see them sag on their sideline, and I think this one might just be over.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Taylor now will return it. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. San Francisco's offense returns to the field. Well, probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the fourth quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
Yeah, they'll go down swinging, but in the end, I think we saw the writing on the wall a while back because one team was clearly better than the other in this one. And while it didn't quite reach blowout status, I think we knew who was going to win this one well before we got to this stage.
Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. Did a good job to get him to the ground quickly right there at the 36-yard line. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
Purdy's throw pulled in by Kittle.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Well, it certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry.
Again, it's Purdy to throw it.
And that will be incomplete with the clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Back to throw, Purdy.
And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
Here's Purdy now on 3rd and goal.
And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that when he's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
The decision made for him. They've got to go. It's 4th down.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield.
So they get the flag for pass interference. Big call there on 4th down.
But it's the right call, and as much as I want to see them play through incidental contact,
And this is going to be caught. So it affects the final score, not the outcome, but it is a late touchdown here on the game's final play. Doesn't affect the outcome, but hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Or, of course, in the fantasy football world, these points mean a lot.
A lot there. Well, on the one side, if you're trying to take away something positive from this game, they played to the final whistle, getting the touchdown there on the last play, but still, all for naught, really.
Yeah, I'd say give them points for positivity. I like that. That part is good. But I often wonder, when the game is settled and the clock is run out, do we really need to kick the extra point?
Oh, yeah. It's silly. It's silly.
It doesn't make any sense to me. I know that people have explained before, well, you got to play it all the way through. Come on, this thing was done.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. The Ravens are victorious here as we say so long from Baltimore.